I mean, that's something that I'd been taught from farming is like, don't worry when stuff melts down or goes wrong or whatever. It's just, you just kind of have to keep moving on and go on to the next thing. And so that's kind of like the big lesson that I've learned doing all of this. And and just believing in what you're doing as well. Because a lot of, I'm not going to say I get a lot, but every year I talk to a couple of people or get an Instagram message or whatever else of people that want to, get into farming, and some, you can tell the ones that are going to be, not that you can't tell they're going to be successful from the beginning, but you can tell the ones that kind of have an idea of what's going on, the ones that are just doing, asking because they think it visually kind of looks appealing. I would just say just kind of sort of plays back to what I was saying. It's kind of know your ability, kind of know your passions, and know where your strengths are, and don't get yourself involved in a situation that is going to not be your strength. Because that was one thing when I got into farming. I may not have had all of the knowledge. I may not have, had all the equipment or anything else. But one thing that I did know that I believed in is I was, really physically fit, and I could work really hard. Kind of just put my head down and get to work. And I knew a little bit about growing, enough to like get me started. And that's kind of like, that's what you need, whether it's farming or whatever other passionate life project you have. You really just kind of need sort of one or two kind of starter things or whatever to kind of get you going, and then you really just have to sort of jump in the pool and see how you swim. Because if you would have asked me especially before I came to UA, or even halfway into UA, or back when I was like a teenager, like, do you think you're going to be farming for? It's ridiculous. I would have said there's no freaking way. Absolutely not. And not because I didn't like it. It would just seem like just such a foreign concept. But you have no idea where, a year can change a whole lot. Again, I've said this a lot, but 2020 is the best example of that. You have no idea where life can take you in a 6 to 12 or 24 month period. And so, just being real open and flexible is kind of, I guess, the best sort of advice I could give and lesson I could give.